Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 1 of my Madden 21 franchise. This is a bit of a different, uh, because if you've seen it on my channel there, a lot of my, well, all of my videos to this point are for hockey, NHL 21. This one is Madden, obviously, and it's different because unlike hockey, which I have been playing my whole life, I've only really gotten into football and the NFL in like the last 2 or 3 years. So I might need a lot of your help to on decisions and whatnot. I know the game a little bit, but I'm excited to get going here and learn as I go. So uh, it didn't take me very long to decide what team I wanted to start my franchise as my favorite team since I started becoming a fan and watching on every Sunday. My team, which is pretty sad now, right now, which I'm pretty sad to tell you that I'm a fan of this. Well, not sad to tell you that I'm a fan, but it's not the best time to tell you that I am definitely a fan of the Miami Dolphins. So that is going to be the team that I'm going to do my franchise on. So here we go. Head coach Brian Flores, of course, he's he's been really helpful. He's been one of the best coaches I think in the NFL. So we'll definitely keep him there. And let's start it out in the preseason league settings. Go to All Pro simulation for sure. Quarter length, I'll do 8 minutes for now. And like I said, I don't know a lot of these, so please tell me if ever there's some sort of setting that I should have on and I don't have on or whatever. Please make sure to tell me because, like I said, I'm pretty new to NFL gaming and NFL in general, so I'm not the most knowledgeable NFL guy. I know the players, I know the positions, I know the needs and what teams need to succeed, but there's a lot that I do not know. So if we take a look at the roster real quick here, you notice that the defense is a lot better than the offense, which from the games that I watched this year, that's definitely the case here in Miami. I mean, they had the number one defense of 2020, if I'm not mistaken, and the offense was, well, I mean, they had a lot of injuries. Devontae Parker there at the end, and now I'm talking about the game against the Bills on Sunday. There, they had a depleted roster, and Tua Tagovailoa didn't have exactly a great game. But if I'm looking at the roster here, the offensive line is not great, and I see like a guy here like Austin Jackson who was a first-round pick, if I'm not mistaken, last year, and he's down here. This is not a good offensive line, not a lot of protection for Tua Tagovailoa, who's going to be my starter going forward. I do love Fitzmagic. I do love the throw that he made with one of the worst face mask penalties I've ever seen. He still completed that throw, and that was amazing. But Tua is the future of this team, and that's who I'm going with. I think Lynn Bowden Jr. should probably be a lot better than he is here, and Devontae Parker is my number one receiver, with Jakeem Grant being number 2. I know that Preston Williams has the potential to be a star, but he's injured right now. And cornerback, we have Xavier Howard, who led the NFL in interceptions with 10, which was incredible. And we have Byron Jones here. We got in free agency. Looking at this, I mean, this looks a lot better, definitely, than the offense. Grugier Hill, we could definitely upgrade on. Wilkins has been a bit disappointing since being a first-round pick. Defensive tackle, we could definitely get better there. But honestly, a lot of the focus on this team is going to be on the offense, getting weapons for Tagovailoa, making sure that he gets better, and also improving that offensive line, which is, I mean, I'm just gonna say it's atrocious. It's pretty terrible. Jason Sanders had a really great season as a kicker, and he's up to an 83 overall. And Matt Hawk is a star punter, but and you're gonna see by my gameplay that I might need to punt quite a bit. So um, yeah, I mean, for this team, the number one objective is going to be to get help all around Tua Tagovailoa, get him some help on the O-line, getting some weapons. I mean, Matt Breida's a 75 overall, Myles Gaskin 74. I mean, we really need some help. So that is, and do I have any injuries? I do. I know Preston Williams is definitely injured. I mean, Alan Hearns, Albert Wilson, those are huge injuries. Vince Biegel, Devon Godchaux, who's another defensive tackle, and Preston Williams is going to be out for basically the whole year. So, not really counting on these guys, at least for this year. So one of my players, which is Ryan Fitzpatrick, he wants to talk. I'm assuming he wants to mentor. Oh, no, that's right. He asked about, he explains development traits, which I already know what they are, so just move ahead here, and let's start the weekly training. We're going to play the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, and let's just play both of those. I'm not going to do this every year here. I just want to, not every year. Not going to do it every week. I just want you to see a bit of gameplay here with Tua and whatnot before we get to the regular season. All right, so here we go. We have Tua here with his offensive line that looks like Mike Gesicki, who's going to be a big target for Tua here early on in this Madden franchise. He's 85 overall. So we're explaining the stick concept. So I have to throw to the flat here. And all right. Kind of sketches me out that he's a lefty because I mean, almost all the quarterbacks are righties, but I'll get used to it. And the stick there. So yeah, I mean, if you watch this and you're a giant NFL fan, I am too, but I've only been a giant NFL fan now for the last 2 years. Kind of just discovered the sport. I mean, I'm up here in Canada, and hockey's really big, but the part of Canada that in the Atlantic provinces that I'm in, football isn't really that big. So I just discovered the game about two years ago, and then I fell in love with how strategic it is, how many plays that you can run, and I just really. I love being a GM, and I love being a coach, and I mean virtually, obviously, but I just fell in love with all the tactics behind football. So it really excites me that I'm able to bring you guys a Madden franchise here, and even if you have tips for like editing or anything like that, I mean. I've only had this channel for not even a week, so I'm new to YouTube as well. So help on editing or tips or tricks would be great. And here we go. We earn a gold medal in our first training. And as you're gonna see here, I am terrible on defense. I am absolutely brutal. So Van Noy. Oh, see, I missed the tackle. Yeah, I'm very new to Madden games. We've got Jerome Baker here that we're controlling. And he did defend, but they still got the first down there. Got to go through the A gap. Yeah, defense might be a problem here early on for sure. All right. And there it is. It's a nice little tackle. So let's try and get the gold medal here too, and then I'll go through the preseason. That was good. That was big. That was big on defense there. And 94, that's Christian Wilkins. So I don't really know what direction I'm supposed to take this team, and I don't know if I have to stack up on defense, or I don't know if, I mean, Tua definitely needs help if he's going to progress on offense. He needs wide receivers. He needs an O-line. I know that and there, we just can't stop it. I know that in prior franchises that I've had, of course, that are not on YouTube, I did get Penei Sewell in the 2021 draft, and that helped immensely. And there it is, Jerome Baker. And they're backing up in the zone. And Jerome Baker again. He was really good this season, Jerome Baker for sure. Oh, and we stop him at the line. That was awesome. All right. Let's see what else we can do here. Oh my goodness. That was just the computer being not very good, because he could have kept going straight and he would have almost scored a touchdown there. See, and I missed a tackle there, which can't happen. I would have gotten him a loss, but instead, I know 3rd and 4. And Breda just keeps on dodging whatever I'm trying to do. Now we're at the 2, so probably gonna. Ooh! Sorry. Jerome Baker again. There it is. And now we have one more down here. All right, come on. We need this. No, shit. All right, so let's try one last time here. I don't want to show you guys too much of practice. I mean, as Allen Iverson once said, we talking about practice here, not the game. I want you guys to get as much gameplay as possible, but I want them to be actual games. This here we see Jerome Baker's doing quite well at stopping this run game, and we got them backed all the way to it's probably 4th and 14, I'd imagine, and they're still 13. But oh no, okay, that's good. That is good. So silver medal. So I might highlight a few things during the preseason, but if there's nothing really interesting that pops up that I don't, that's not worth mentioning, I'll see you. Well, I'll come back on when we're close to when we're ready to start the regular season. So till then, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll come back on here soon. So here, Ryan Fitzpatrick finally asked if he can mentor Tua Tagovailoa. I guess he had a rough game versus the Eagles in week 2 of the preseason. So definitely just wanted to show you guys that, because it kind of looks like what's happening in real life. But I'll get him to work on Tua with throwing under pressure. So that's really good to see. All right, well. Got 2 more weeks to go in the preseason, and I'll see you then. So just to show you here, big decision here. I have to cut one player from the squad, and I have a 27 overall tight end. Can somebody please explain to me how it's possible to be 27 overall? I've never seen that in any sports game that I've played. Anything lower than that, 27. I don't remember seeing a lot lower than 45 maybe, but 27. I mean that's, and I'm sure this guy Blake Ferguson is not that bad of a football player. I don't understand how he can be 27 overall, but I guess Madden really doesn't like him or whatever. But I'll definitely cut him and save myself 610K in cap space. Now got game number 4 here against the Saints coming up, and then I'll be back. As you see, the Miami Dolphins right now are 2-1, so I'll be back right after this game with the Saints. All right, so here we are in Week 1 versus the New England Patriots, and I'm just gonna set the season goal and maybe sign a couple free agents here before I close this episode here and go to episode number 2, which will be Week 1. I think that the Dolphins are good for a good 7 wins this year, but I don't see the offense. I don't see the offense being amazing. I think we'll need a year at least before we're definite playoff contenders. I know what happened in real life with us being 10-6 or whatever, but I definitely feel that in Madden, if I'm going to be playing the games, we're going to need a better offense because I'm quite the beginner at this. So as you can see here, we have to beat the Patriots. Warned me about Stephon Gilmore and a few Mac Hollins, who did catch that wonderful pass by Ryan Fitzpatrick against the Raiders, which I'm gonna brag a lot because I don't wanna be reminded of what happened. I just want to see here if we can get any upgrades on our position. I mean, for left tackle, not really. Not there. I mean, this is pathetic, to be honest. Ty Nasiki, but he's 34 years old. I mean, I don't want to trade for that. Josh Sweat would be interesting to get, but might take a stab at Malcolm Brown for that defensive tackle, that second defensive tackle. We might need one for sure. Middle linebacker. I mean, Grugier Hill. And that's it. So I guess free agency doesn't have much to offer. I didn't see any in there. So we got Deshaun Jackson. We could maybe bring him back for a year to help. He's a deep threat. And that's a question that I have for you guys is, like, it says that players perform better when they're a scheme fit, but if I have, like, I know the deep threat isn't a scheme fit for the Dolphins in this game, but do I need to have at least one deep threat so that the opposing defense at least has that in their mind? Or, I mean, how does that work? Do I need to have all scheme fits to have a good team, or do I need to have a variety of different player types? I'd really appreciate. It's not looking like there's much here. A 23-year-old cornerback here in Holton Hill from Texas. He's on Chicago's practice squad, I'm assuming. That could be interesting to sign. But yeah, like I said, I'll really need your help probably in doing this franchise. But I'm excited to try and get the Dolphins to the Super Bowl and hopefully win a Lombardi trophy. If I look at the schedule here for this year, my team's schedule, the Patriots are going to be, I mean, with Cam Newton, not Tom Brady. we could beat them. The Bills are going to be tough. The Jaguars should win. Seahawks, 49ers, Broncos, Chargers match up with Justin Herbert, which will be really interesting. The Rams, the Cardinals, the Jets twice, the Bengals, the Chiefs. Also, this is the real schedule. The Chiefs, I didn't even know it was the real schedule, but the Chiefs here, and then the dreaded real life game, which ended Miami's playoff hopes against the Buffalo Bills here in Week 17. So we'll see moving along here in the other episodes how this goes. Definitely for sure want to find ways to improve the offense. 75 offense is not going to cut it for sure. But that's it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching. I'm very new to Madden and I'm very new to NFL, so I'd really need your support and I really need your help to keep this thing going and to make sure I make all the right decisions because to be completely honest with you, I'm a bit of a newbie. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and also I'd really appreciate comments because feedback is how I'm going to get better at this whole YouTube thing, and I'd really appreciate if you could help me with that. So till episode 2, which will be week 1, this is East Coast Gaming signing off, and we'll see you in week 1 against the Patriots.